Manifestors are here to make a big impact in the world. Your energy is greatly needed to usher in new realities and lead us into the future. No one is here to tell you what to do, but instead, you're here to inform others of what you're going to do. While extremely powerful, your energy can also be easily misunderstood. In this video, I want to help you shed any shame around who you are and step into the full power of your manifestor capabilities. Welcome to Frequency of Self, your go-to resource for the practical application of human design in life, business, and relationships. If you're ready to experience lasting transformation, hit subscribe. There are 4 types in human design, and manifestors make up only 9% of the population. From that number alone, you can see just how unique you are. Now in this video, I'm going to demystify the manifestor aura type so that you can own your power, shed any shame around who you are, and step into a life of peace, where you're free to initiate on what you are called to create. And most importantly, you'll discover how to do it in a way that honors those around you instead of creating chaos in your wake. Part 1, love your intensity. Manifestors have what we call a closed and repelling aura. And while this might not sound that great initially, I think of it like a bullet that can cut through anything that obstructs its path. You have the ability to clear your way to where you want to go. Now, the intensity of your aura serves a great purpose in our society. You are here to initiate, to open up new worlds, and to create the future in which we all live in. Another visual analogy is Moses parting the Red Sea, and with it, moving society forward into what's next. But here's the problem. Society doesn't always welcome that kind of energy. From a young age, you were probably made wrong for your independence and tendency to initiate. If you're watching this video right now and you do not resonate with being intense or creating waves in your environment, it's likely because you've suppressed your power to avoid being controlled, face rejection, or deal with interference. This is sadly the reality for most manifestors. But while you have good intentions, suppressing your power serves no one. It's time to embrace your big energy and learn to work with it. You are not too much. You are exactly as you're meant to be. Think of yourself like Elsa from Frozen. Haven't seen it? Let me catch you up real quick. Elsa was born with incredible powers, but instead of being taught how to use them, she was taught to hide them. Her parents, trying to protect her and everyone else, locked her away and unintentionally taught her to suppress who she really was. But just like Elsa, hiding your power does not make it go away. It only isolates you. No one could teach Elsa how to work with her powers. She had to let it go and learn how to do it herself.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold it back anymore.
And when she did, the entire kingdom benefited. If you haven't seen Frozen, I highly recommend it. Let It Go can become your new theme song. And if Disney princesses don't do it for you, consider this. Nature doesn't apologize for what it is. A storm does not apologize for being a storm. A tree doesn't apologize for the space that it needs. And you do not need to apologize for your intensity. You just need to learn how to work with it. Because when you do, you become unstoppable. And people will love getting behind you and help you execute on your vision. It's not force, it's power. Part 2. Learn to manifest. Manifestors operate at either 200% or 2%, all depending on the energy of that day. Now, what makes you a manifestor from a human design standpoint is that you have a motor with access to the throat. Now, this could either be direct or through a series of centers. This gives you energy to bring an idea to reality relatively quickly, a unique skill that other types do not have. But there's a caveat. You lack the sacral center, which means that you're not someone who is here to put in long hours day in and day out. Your energy is going to fluctuate greatly, and it depends on what we call inner urges. Learning to connect with these urges and utilize what we call your authority to distinguish which urge to act on or not is key to harnessing your power. Now, your authority is going to be either emotional, ego, or splenic. Now, I'm not going to go deep into this in this video, but there are 2 resources, the Quick Start Guide to Human Design and the 9 Centers Guide, linked in the description below, that will help you deepen your understanding of this. Now, when an urge does arise and you've run it by your authority, aka you're not just reacting from a mental idea, but from a physical sensation in your body that is calling you into action, that means your manifesting powers are activated and your energy becomes full speed. You go from 2 to 200 and your aura begins to work on your behalf to cut through obstacles to bring your vision into reality. In other words, it's go time. This energy might be short-lived. It might last a day, a week, or several, but at some point in time, it's going to end. Often, you might not even know what you're creating during these urges. Your job is to follow your energy without having to have full clarity or need to explain to others what you're doing. But here's the hard truth. Manifestors do not live in a vacuum. You're surrounded by 91% of the population who operate differently. And this is where you can either face resistance or work in harmony with others to support your vision. It all depends on how you handle the situation. Part 3. Embrace anger as a signpost. Each type in human design has what we call not self and signature themes. These are signposts that show us whether we're acting in or out of alignment. And for manifestors, these themes are anger and peace. Now, anger arises when others slow you down by asking questions, telling you what to do, or attempting to control you. It's easy to blame others, thinking that they're the ones making your life hard. But the reality is, others merely want to help and they lack understanding of how to do so. The beauty of anger is that it's merely a signal to alert you that your environment is not conducive to create. While anger can feel all-consuming and trigger outbursts and aggressive energy, it leads to more resistance and ends up pushing people away who may otherwise be able to help. Human design is all about radical self-ownership of your energy, and as a manifestor with big energy comes big responsibility. There is a world where you can experience peace with space to initiate in your own timing. But to do this, you have to become a master communicator. Instead of expecting everyone else to understand and getting angry when they don't, you need to inform them about what you need to create in peace. They aren't the problem. Your lack of communication is. Part 4. Inform before you initiate. To create in peace, you need to create an environment that allows you to act without being controlled or interrupted. And the way that you're going to do this is by informing before you initiate. This is what we call strategy in human design, and its role is to help you reduce resistance in life. Now, while all the other types have an internal strategy, yours is action-oriented and involves communication. When an urge arises, you need to slow down and reflect. Who will be impacted by this initiative? What do they need to know to avoid interruptions and create a space to create in peace? Urges can be both big and small, and they can happen daily. So informing can be as simple as telling your spouse, hey, I'm headed to the grocery store, just a heads up in case you need anything. Or maybe talking to a coworker, I'm feeling a strong creative push that could benefit everyone, so I'll be in deep focus for a few days. Just letting you know so you're not wondering where I disappeared to. Or to a subcontractor, I'm about to film some videos. In a few days, I'll be sending you the footage, so hold some space for me on your calendar if you can. When you inform, you reduce resistance. You give others a chance to adjust instead of being blindsided by your actions. But here's what matters. You have to inform from a place of alignment, not reaction. If you inform while angry, you're still in resistance. So instead, slow down, take ownership for the impact that you make and your lack of previous communication. Ask yourself, how could I have informed to avoid this situation? Who do I need to inform and about what to reduce resistance moving forward? The more you do this, the more peace you'll experience in life and the more support you'll be able to have around you, because while you're powerful, you're also prone to burnout. Part 5. Avoid burnout. As we've previously stated, manifestors do not have the sacral center defined in their chart. This means that they do not have access to the consistent energy supply that generators and manifesting generators have. You're here to execute in cycles, a surge of initiating energy followed by deep rest and recalibration. Now, many manifestors burn out because they try to keep up with the sacral energy of the world around them. The truth is, you're not here to sustain constant output. You're designed to work in bursts and then retreat to recharge before the next push. Remember, You're either 2% or 200, and this is your healthy way of operating. Rather than forcing yourself into endless action, embrace your natural cycles of energy. Rest is not weakness, it's fuel for your next powerful initiation. Here's what helps. Delegate whenever possible. You are here to start things, not do everything alone. Prioritize rest cycles. Give yourself permission to disengage without guilt. Recognize that you set the pace. Lean into your natural rhythm rather than trying to match others. Manifestors make great managers. You can initiate on a project while you have energy and then delegate when it runs out. And if you really want to make the biggest impact you can make, you're going to need to learn how to work with both generators and projectors to have your projects run as efficiently as possible in a sustained fashion. So if you'd like to watch either one of those videos on those types, you can watch them here on the screen. And I'll see you in the next video.